Welcome to today's deep dive. That crackly wooden PA box from your high school, Dave?
Oh, yeah, the one that always squealed right before the morning announcements.
Exactly, just terrible audio. Well, today we are tearing up the ceiling tiles to look at how modern workspaces have completely abandoned that old tech. We are diving into a spec sheet from HDTV Supply for something called the Advanced Network Devices, IPSWD-RWB-IC IP speaker.
It is definitely a clunky name,
Yeah, it really is.
but the crucial letters there are IP, Internet Protocol. That tells you everything about how workplace infrastructure is shifting today.
Right, because it's not just basic wiring anymore.
Exactly. Analog PA systems used to just be a magnet and a cone wired directly to an amplifier in some basement. But this is an actual computer sitting on your local network receiving data packets. Instead of traditional speaker wire, it runs on an Ethernet cable.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit, because calling it a speaker almost feels like a misnomer.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Looking at the specs, it is less like a traditional audio output and more like, well, a networked nervous system for the building.
Right.
It doesn't just sit there and shout commands. Right on the front face, it features a digital display for configurable, multicolor text, pixelated images, and actual strobe flashers.
And what's fascinating here is the sheer utility of adding a visual element to an audio device.
Yeah.
Think about the acoustics of your average indoor space.
Like a busy office?
Yeah, a bustling corporate floor with high ceilings, or a chaotic classroom. Audio alone is incredibly unreliable there. Sound waves bounce off hard surfaces, they get absorbed by bodies, or they just get drowned out by chatter.
Oh, right.
So they bypass the acoustics entirely with a high-contrast digital display. Those flashers and scrolling text alerts are engineered to cut through visual clutter and be effectively viewable from up to 40 feet away.
Right, so the visuals guarantee you get the message even if the room itself is completely deafening.
Exactly.
But here's where it gets really interesting. I am looking further down the spec sheet at the audio capabilities, and I have to push back on our basic understanding of this hardware.
Okay, how so?
Well, it has an 8-inch high-efficiency speaker, which makes total sense. But it also lists a built-in microphone and sound masking capabilities.
Yeah, that is a big shift.
That feels completely backwards to me. A speaker's job is to push sound out, you know? What is the actual use case for making a speaker deliberately hide sounds or listen in?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it perfectly reflects how modern architecture has evolved. I mean, we live in the era of the open plan office.
Right, which looks great but desperately lacks acoustic privacy.
Exactly. That is where the sound masking comes in. It is not just playing random static. It actually generates specific frequencies, like continuous pink noise, that are perfectly calibrated to match the frequencies of human speech.
Oh, wait. So because human voices are distracting, since our brains constantly try to decode the words, this noise fills in the acoustic gaps.
Precisely. It blurs the harsh consonants of a conversation. By pushing that ambient noise into the room, it effectively swallows private conversations so they don't carry across the floor.
Wow, that is incredibly clever.
And the built-in microphone? That flips the script entirely. It transforms this piece of hardware from a passive broadcaster into an active two-way communication hub.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, an administrator can issue a visual alert, and the room can actually talk back.
Which means a central desk could literally drop in and communicate with one specific hallway or room in real time. It is acoustic camouflage paired with two-way comms.
Exactly. When you realize it does all of this simultaneously, the price tag makes a lot more sense.
Right, because I'm seeing it here at $944.98.
Yeah.
Down from over $1,000.
Yeah, and backed by a 2-year warranty. You realize this isn't some casual consumer gadget. It is premium, highly integrated building infrastructure.
So what does this all mean for you? Next time you're sitting in your office or a lecture hall, take a second and just look up at the ceiling.
Yeah, you might be surprised by what is up there.
Consider how much highly advanced network tech is currently hovering right above you, quietly doing its job disguised as ordinary, mundane fixtures.
You know, this raises an important question to ponder as we wrap up today.
What is that?
Well, if the everyday, boring speakers in our environments are now engineered to flash visual alerts, actively camouflage our private conversations, and literally listen to the room through built-in microphones, at what point does a simple communication tool cross the line into ambient surveillance?